Viewers, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Foothills Explorations. Today, this episode is going to focus on tools and equipment that can transform your lives. Whilst my discussion focus on people in the diaspora or people who have gone out to look for money with the hope of improving their lives and hoping that on retirement they have something to do. This one, I believe, is definitely benefits even those who have not left the country. Anyone who wants to prepare for his or her life, particularly given the fact that in Zimbabwe, at the present moment, insurance programs are non-existent, or wherever they are, they don't help anything. You remember how most of the insurance policies, insurance programs, and insurance systems that had existed for tens of years simply perished overnight in Zimbabwe, and no one benefited anything from the saved money, the invested monies disappeared in just like that. And so I'm going to look at some of the equipment, valuable equipment or tools, gadgets that you can buy from outside and ship home. Or if you are still at home, you can buy from outside, bring them home. This equipment does not require large spaces where you need exorbitant rentals. You can do at home. You can find some space, some corner, either in your garage or somewhere within your home, and you can start making money. These are simple skills that you require, simple tools that you need to transform your life, to earn extra cash, to earn extra income. It's important because post-retirement, especially in Zimbabwe, very few people are getting pensions. Very few people are getting pensions, especially for those in the public service. There's no pension. They are getting your money as pension, but you will not get it as pension. So don't forget, never plan focusing on that one. This is the solution. Get this and you accumulate. The first one that I want to talk, not in any order of importance, the first one that you need to plan on acquiring is a tractor, any form of tractor. There are two types of tractors: the conventional four-wheel tractor and the two-wheel tractor. For the four-wheel tractor, you need it for use, for domestic use. If you have a plot, if you have a farm, if you have a piece of land, you need a tractor to till, to cultivate, to do your cropping program. You can also use it for transportation. There are some areas in Zimbabwe where tractors are used to transport people where there are no roads or where the roads are navigable. So you need a tractor. So we also have two-wheel tractors, which are purely domestic. If you have a 2-hectare plot, a 1-hectare plot, where you are doing intensive farming, you are doing horticulture, you need this two-wheel tractor. You operate it easily, petrol-driven, diesel-driven, whatever, but you need a two-wheel tractor, domestic, and it transforms your life. The next equipment that I think you also need to acquire is just still out there, you ship it home, is a lawnmower. There are two types of lawnmowers that you will need to think about. The motorized lawnmower, which is four-wheeled, you take it home, you use it for commercial purpose. You can engage in landscaping as a business. You earn a lot of money. You can use it even at your own plot. You mow your grass, you feed it to your livestock, You use it in your poultry houses. So it's important that you have this type of lawnmower. But if you can't afford the motorized lawnmower, you can go for a manual lawnmower, which you either electric or battery powered, but you push it. Unlike a motorized way, you sit and drive. It's for domestic, but you can still use it for commercial purpose if you choose to go into landscaping. And suppose you choose to go into landscaping, you can ship 5, 6, 7, then you employ people. It's brisk business. Don't tell me there's no market. Market for anything is everywhere, provided you alert people that they need. You have a service that they might not be aware that they need. Sometimes you have to create a market. Sometimes you have to tell people that they need such a service in order to hire the service. Once upon a time, especially in Zimbabwe, there were no buses. People used to walk. And when buses were introduced, people were told that these buses are meant to ferry you. And people were persuaded to make use of them. And now it's brisk business. Before they were introduced, there was no business for buses because there were no buses. So if there are no lawnmowers for landscaping, if there are no lawnmowers for hire, there's no business. But once you put it, it's there. Then you can also think of commercial blenders, especially for women who are into want to engage in a cooking business, food production, cookery, cake making. That's pastry. It's important, you need it. The first type of blender that you might want to look at is the commercial blender, which is large scale. You can blend up to 20 kilograms, 30 kilograms at a time. Or you can buy a smaller one, a domestic blender, which most women do have in their kitchens. You need that one. And just acquire some skills. Think of a venture that you want to get into. And that domestic blender can earn you money when you get back home. It can earn you money if you are a pensioner. It can earn you money if you are not engaged in any formal type of business. You can blend such things as turmeric, lemongrass, ginger, garlic, pineapple, spinach. You can blend anything. Oranges, you can blend. Produce puree, produce juice, package, vac pack, and sell. Don't tell me there's no market. You create a market. You market your product. Create a market. It's there. So you need, these are some of the things that can transform your life. At some point, you will thank me. But this is about those people who intend to engage in some business. Not today, not tomorrow. So there is plenty of time to mobilize funds. You start buying, you ship them, you buy, you ship. At some point when you have accumulated all the required and when you have settled back home, then you engage in that business. It will change your life. Or if you don't intend to on returning back home now, you can still ship your equipment, task other people to do it for you, the ones that you trust. You give them the skills, they do it for you, they earn money for you, they bring it for you. For as long as you have a proper monitoring system, you can still earn some money. $1 is a lot. $10 is a lot. £1 is a lot. £10 is a lot. Otherwise, you won't get it from the skies like manna. You can also think of a dicer, whether domestic or commercial. But for those who are into agriculture, for those who have pieces of land, gone are the days when you produce and sell your products. Gone are the days when you produce and sell to GMB. Gone are the days when you produce and sell your products to Mbare Msika. It doesn't pay. Value add your products and earn 3-4 times. Whoever that you are selling your products is adding value and making more money out of your sweat. So keep your sweat, earn more money. So suppose you are into potatoes or sweet potatoes. You harvest your potatoes or sweet potatoes. You dice. You vac pack. When I say vac pack, you pack them using the vacuum machine. You seal them. You keep them in an appropriate refrigerator, whether you need to chill or to freeze. You find a market, you distribute, you sell your product chilled as a diced potato. In Zimbabwe, on average, a 15 kg pack of potatoes costs about $10, which is about £7. But if you value add it, if you dice it, that means for a kg, you get an average of $4 to $5, or an average of £3.50. So you are definitely bound to get a double or 3 times the value. But when you dice whatever a shaft that's produced there, you don't throw it in the bin. You still value add and produce stock feed. You still value add and give it to your chicken. You still value add it and give it to your pigs. Whatever remains out of that, you put into your garden. If you don't have a garden, then you'll be forced to start a garden and you steal any money from your potato, from your tomatoes, or from your spring onions. You make money. You can dice beetroot. It's up to you. Dice anything that you want. It still make money. The other issue with the other equipment that I think is also important, that also fits well with the dicer, is the rambler. The rambler, you use it to peel potatoes. If you're into potato production, if you're into sweet potato production, harvest your potatoes, wash them, ramble them, and sell them to restaurants in rambled form. Sell them to supermarkets in rambled form. You earn a lot of money. But you can still add value, more value, other than rambling only. You can then slice them, sell them to restaurants for fries, fresh fries, whatever size, whatever shape. Curly, fresh fries, straight, fresh fries, jacketed, fresh fries. It's up to you. Even sweet potatoes, you can still ramble and slice them for fresh fries out of sweet potato. It's a good, delicious type of food that you will never forget. So you need this equipment. You need to talent. You are into pineapple. Suppose you're in Mazoe, you are into cabbage production. Suppose you're in Norton or Mutoko, you produce carrots. Or in Seke, you produce carrots. Suppose you're in Nyanga, you produce apples. Or you produce pawpaws. You can still dice. You can still slice them. Vac pack and market. Not even vac pack. You still pack them in containers, sell to local supermarkets. The market is there. Alert the market. Alert the people that you have a product and they will buy. The more you produce and the longer you take, the market gets alerted. The market gets bigger. It's important. The other type of equipment that you might need to make money is vac pack machine. Preferably a commercial one, where you can vac pack an average of a ton per day. When I say a day, I'm talking about an 8-hour period, because generally vac packing is slow. So when you produce your pineapples, you dice or slice, you vac pack. It's easy to store, it's easy to keep, it's easy to transport, it's easy to sell if a product is vac packed. It keeps the quality, it retains the taste, it retains the juicy. So you need this. You create the market. The other equipment that you might also need, which also gives you money on a daily basis, is a grinding mill. In Zimbabwe, grinding mills are very common, but you can still get one and make a difference. Footballers are many, but the best footballers play it in a unique manner. They have unique skills. So develop your own skills so that you outcompete other millers. Like the ones that I'm showing you, the ones that you are seeing. You harvest your wheat, or you buy wheat, you further process it, you create your own flour. You value add. You sell it 3-4 times more. For those who have pieces of land, who have farms, or who want to, on a very small piece of land, you want to intensify your agriculture, your livestock farming, livestock production, cattle fattening, piggery, goat projects, broiler chicken, layers, whatever you want to do, you need a fodder or a hay chopper. This machine helps you to harvest all the grass, to harvest all the maize stalk. If you're into sugar beans, all the sugar beans stalk from the field, you chop, you create your feed for your livestock. You don't waste anything when you want to get into serious farming. And if you have adopted these ideas that I'm giving you today, you waste nothing and you earn everything. No cent will pass without getting into your pockets. So you need this. There's also the fodder or maize or forage crusher. It's a small grinding mill-like machine, which basically crushes your maize stalk, sugarcane stalk, into cattle feed, into goat feed. It's good for you. You need it. Then there is the grass or straw cutter. At the end of the season, you deploy your lawnmower. It cuts the grass. You mobilize all that. You then crush it. You cut it into whatever size suitable for your livestock, and it will transform your life. You will definitely see the difference you will definitely benefit from that. So consider getting this. There are several types of equipment, machinery that you might need, but I've only given you some of the equipment that I've seen, that I am strongly convinced are useful, especially in the Zimbabwean market, especially in the African market, African economies, post-retirement. After you have gone back home from the diaspora, you need to transform your life in a different manner. You need to show your neighbors that you have acquired new skills. You need to show them that whatever you produce can be value added. And it's not only the corporates that can do it, even individuals. And it's not only in sophisticated industries or factories where products are made, even at home, backyard, in your kitchen, in any spare room that you might have. Simply put your machine and start your business.